be present. That is a message that I got from the universe today for all of our Aries out there. Hi, my name is Carley. Welcome to Divine Cosmic Readings. If you're new here, I just get a message from the universe or deity or your ancestors, and then I pull some tarot cards to get the overall theme of the reading. And I want to go ahead and just dive into the messages and the meditation that I got before we get into the tarot. When I say be present, and what that means is I think the universe is trying to give you some much needed guidance in your life, much needed advice, but you are hard-headed, and that is the other message that I got. The first thing that I got was hard-headed. You're very hard-headed. You don't like to receive advice. You think you can just do it by yourself, because the image that I got whenever I heard be present was there is this cosmic entity trying to give you a light. There's just a light shining in their hands. They're trying to give it to you, and all I saw in front of them was just this black void. You're not there. You're not present. They're trying to give you advice. They're trying to give you light and guidance, but you're not wanting to hear it for some reason. Also, I got... I'm trying to say, I can't read my own handwriting. I got soften yourself. I got soften yourself. You know, Aries, you're very stoic. You're very hard-headed. You're very just set in your ways, I guess you could say. You're not very flexible on a lot of things. Now, some of these things, as a good thing, on some of the things, like your morals and values, that's great. But, you know, you shouldn't have to be flexible for those. But at the same time, you're not flexible whenever it comes to people wanting to give you advice. Again, you think to yourself, I can do it by myself. I don't need anyone's help. Like, what do they know about my situation anyway? Which really brings me to the Emperor. This is you. And again, I said this before on another video, whenever I see the Emperor here, this whole tarot deck is supposed to depict stained glass. But here with the Emperor, as you can see, it looks to me as if he's carved from stone. That's how I see an Aries here today, is that you're very much just, again, just set in your ways. You're carved from stone. You're just kind of like immovable, impassable. You're like just big stone wall that, you know, no one can get to. And again, that's why they are saying soften yourself, because people and the universe are wanting to give you advice, want to give you guidance about something that's going on in your life, but you're just not wanting to hear it. Because, as with the Seven of Swords, you have either been betrayed, or you are sensing a deception, either a betrayal somehow. You're just sensing this, or you have gone through this. That's why you don't want to listen to any advice, because you don't know who you can trust right now. Which, again, I'm very sorry that you have been through this. But the universe is actually trying to guide you, like I said, and potentially, if you give in and take this advice and apply it, what I saw was you taking that light from that cosmic entity, and it just filled you up with that light. It just, you absorbed it, and it filled you up. And then you went out into the world and you touched others with that light, and you gave them light. And that's what the universe is wanting you to do, because I heard touch others with that light, or with your light that the universe is trying to give you. And with the Three of Cups here, this could be your potential. Now, this usually means that this is happening now, but whenever I got this card, I heard potential. This could potentially be you. Like, you know, you see how these ladies here are celebrating with each other. This could be you. This could be you if you take this advice and you let that light into you. If you're present and you take it and you absorb it and you give it to others, you can potentially have this type of communion, this type of community. You know, you can gain more than you risk to lose. You gain more than you risk to lose. So That is what I'm getting to begin our Aries reading. Let me see if there's anything else here. Whoa. I'm not feeling this one. It came out just a big bundle. I'm not feeling that one. But I am feeling this one with the Nebula Omega, which is limitless. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that this light you could take in would be limitless. And then the communion, the community that you could potentially have would be limitless. The possibilities, I'm hearing possibilities. The possibilities will be limitless if you accept this advice. If you accept this advice, the universe's advice, other people's advice on what you're going through, your possibilities and potential. Because I think that's what this all is boiling down to. They're trying to get you to acknowledge your potential. Like you could be doing more, I guess, is what they're trying to say. Not more. Something is equally as important. Something is equally as important. Different, but also just equally important. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting with that, with the Limitless. Is there anything else? I'm getting a no with this deck. I'm seeing something kind of far off in the distance. In my mind's eye, I'm getting like just this black cloud, this black void. Can you explain to me what that is? I heard yourself. I heard yourself. That black void is your emotions. I'm getting like either your emotions or that negative feeling of what you have now. What you're feeling now is potentially what's holding you back. It is what's holding you back now, but later on down the line, I'm feeling that it could come back again. It could just rise back up and just take over. Which is what we don't want. So how do we prevent that? I got Guardian. Now this lets me know, now this particular one means that either someone is guarding you or you're guarding someone else. But I'm getting along the lines of I'm hearing guard your thoughts. Guard your thoughts. And again, because you're an Aries, you know, you hold on to these negative emotions, these negative thoughts, and like they just take root so deep and you just don't really know how to let it go. But once you do let it go, you have to guard your thoughts. So whenever those negative emotions and negative thoughts come back, you won't let them take root and take hold anymore inside you. You have to remember how far you've come. Attachment. Yeah, there's something you're having to let go of. You need to let go of something. Again, maybe it's those negative emotions, those negative thoughts. Kind of like with this ivy here. You need to let that go, let that attachment go. And you're thinking to yourself, since you are hard-headed, you're thinking to yourself, why should I believe this? Why should I do this? You know, you've been hurt in the past here. You've been hurt in the past. So why should you trust anyone or anything? Those dark thoughts are more along the lines of like, why would I trust anyone when all they've done is hurt me? And while this is a valid question, it is honestly coming from someone with experience about being hurt multiple times, a lot. I can tell you that the risk is worth it. Is very worth it. Because while you may not believe so right now, there are people out there who are going to find you, and they're going to show you that not everyone is the same. Not every single person is out to get you. They're not out to destroy you or hurt you. They're there to benefit you and to see you succeed. This really is more on the lines of Seven of Swords with the deception or betrayal, because we got the Enchanter, which is deception and trickery. Maybe this was someone close to you that you trusted beyond a shadow of a doubt, and they did something to hurt you. They did something to really, really hurt you. And now that trust is broken, and it's broken in others as well, with new people who either come into your life or even with the people that you still know. Now that trust is broken with everyone you've ever known. Now the Archer, which is biding your time and planning ahead. This is interesting. So I'm trying to think of how this could. Biding your time. I'm getting more biding your time than planning ahead. This is what I'm getting with the Archer. Like, you're biding your time. I'm getting the sense that maybe you're biding your time, seeing who will betray you next here. Like with this arrow, you're thinking that this is like the target is you, and you're biding your time seeing who's going to hit you next. Like you're waiting for that next archer to take you down. But the universe is still telling you, you know, you need to get rid of that mentality. You need to get rid of that mentality, get rid of that attachment. The universe is here to guard you. You have to guard your thoughts, but the universe and others that you know are also here to guard you as well. It may not seem like it right now, but it is. And you could potentially have a limitless supply of support and guidance and advice and friendship and loyalty and everything that you're wanting. I'm not feeling that one. I do get the sense that if you do just bide your time, you don't take this advice, if you're just biding your time, waiting for the other shoe to drop, I do just get the sense that it will be very lonely for you. You'll be very lonely, and then you just become, you'll grow to be very bitter towards others, distrustful, and that's just no way to live. That's what I'm feeling. That's what the universe is telling me right now, that you just wanted to just dismiss this. But if you dismiss this, it's later on down the road, it's not going to be okay. Yeah, the Weaver, rediscovery and transition. You need to get rid of all of these broken threads. All the broken threads here and kind of on the sides. You need to get rid of all those things that don't serve you at the moment. Even the people who don't serve you. And you need to transition from that mindset of they're out to get me to who's going to be there for me, who's my ride or die. You need to focus more. You need more focus on pinpointing those exact people instead of saying that every person you've ever known is going to be out to get you and is going to just turn their backs on you. That's not a healthy mindset. I'm feeling both of these. The Patron, which is mentorship and finances. Maybe someone did mess with your finances. Maybe that's what that is. They betrayed you by messing with your finances. Or maybe this has nothing to do with finances at all. Maybe this is just along the lines of mentorship. And again, this is the universe saying that they're trying to give you that advice. They're trying to give you what you need, but you're not. You're like how these are depicted with these two needles going through the hands. You're stopping yourself. You're injuring yourself with how you're not wanting to be present and receive this advice. I really like this one, the Guy, which is inheritance and correction. They're letting me know that you are kind of like with the visual that I had with the entity giving you that light. That's your inheritance. The universe is trying to give you your inheritance, and they're trying to correct you on how you're trying to, perceive everything, perceived how you view people in general. They're trying to correct that. And once you receive that inheritance, you'll finally see that. That is what I'm getting with all of this. Okay. Trying to think if we need to do runes. Hearing no. I'm hearing done. Okay, so that is the message that I have for all of our Aries out there. And please like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. It really helps me reach the people that I need to reach. Please comment down below if this resonated with you at all. Anything at all, any tiny piece. I love connecting with the people that I touch. And I will say that I wish many blessings upon you, many happy days throughout the rest of your life. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.